occasion. I want to appreciate first of all the opportunity to serve at the time of this occasion. I'm a teacher, but I'm not a teacher. I've had it been says that education is the parent for every other profession. That's the truth. Not mind that the government of our nation has not taken care of teachers. But teachers remain character models, as Dean has said. And for me, after the profession of the priest, the next profession is the teaching profession. So when the priest, for me, if I were God, after I rewarded the priest, the next one I will reward the teachers.
You can do better.
And I want to challenge us to be proud of our profession. Even though we are not appreciated, but we should be proud of what we are doing. You know, I thought I have PhD in education. People don't know about it. I was taught by then Professor Atika and then Professor Obumneke. She's not here. They are my teachers. When I did NTI, I taught in secondary school before I joined university.
No, man.
So I know a little about education at that level. I want to encourage our young graduates. Yes, we may not appreciate you, but the character, the life you helped to become somebody like would surely appreciate your level over their life. I just saw one of my students today at a name drop. I said, "Where are you doing all this while?" He said, "You have been around." He used to be in poultry, farming. And every December he brings one big cup for me. And I saw him, I said, "What happened?" He said, "He's now into egg production." I said, "I can still give egg." He said, "Okay, I hope I'm still where I'm staying." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Bring egg for me." That is a teacher. A teacher will always see his or her products as she or she travels around, traverses around the look and trends of this country, even beyond the country. I was supposed to travel to the Ghana for a conference, but it was cancelled. And I already booked the appointment of one of my former students there. And I'm sure that if I get there, I will pay for 10 days. I come for that conference. This phone I'm using was bought by my former student. This is UK branded phone, you know, China phone. He bought it and sent it down to me. And my 2 months salary cannot buy the phone. And I won't further buying it at all if you didn't buy it. Because I'll be considering the portions of the responsibility I have before talking about buying food. So I want to encourage the profession you are in is a worthy work. God will reward you when you do this work very well. Those I taught in secondary school are my colleagues today, but they still call me uncle. They now say, "Oh, comrade uncle." But the uncle remains in that name because they know that I plucked them hair before they learned mathematics those days. And they are proud that I plucked them those days because they would have been thousands in motor park by now. And I used to always tell them, "Look, if I didn't do what I did in your life, you would have been thousands at the motor park by now." So please, as you are inducted today, take this profession serious. Be committed to it. It's a reward that comes only this life and the life to come. It's a reward that comes to teachers. And I know that I've never seen teachers their children are not doing well. The majority of the teachers, their children, because they came from a teaching family. So they are bound to do well. As a teacher, you must also teach your own children. You help them do their assignments because you know what they are going through. That's the privilege you have as a teacher. So please, my encouragement is don't get discouraged. People who don't recognize the government don't recognize, they don't have a good pay. Teachers are lowest paid as far as civil service is concerned. The state government are involved and I'm involved. Teachers are lowest paid because what you are paid does not what the effort you are putting into. That's why ASU is going on strike and going on strike. You produce a young man today, tomorrow he's on money. He comes around, he flashes water on you when you're working on food. That is something that you produce. And nobody cares, but let's be encouraged to keep doing it. And I know you not regret choosing this profession if you hold on. Go for your higher degree, go for your master's, go for your PhD. Get to the peak of it. I know you know the words of it. Congratulations once again.
Thank you very much. Please, can we jam hands together for that word of encouragement? My chairman, Engineer Professor Steve. Yeah, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Teachers are great. You are not too sure. Teachers are great. No controversy. If you can write your name, and if you cannot, you know, for a teacher with a TRCN certificate, not any teacher. You know, there are teachers that don't have TRCN certificate. They are teacher is not there. Are we together? Teachers are great. No controversy. If you can write your name, and if you cannot, look for a teacher that has TRCN. We are together. Okay. With that spirit, let's welcome the acting Vice Chancellor of this great institution, Professor Carol C. Arize Umobi, ably represented by our own Professor Ada Sam Omei, the one-time Dean of this great faculty. I could remember vividly when I came into this university, she was the then Dean of this faculty. And I can tell, I'm a living testimony. Kudos. Professor Adasa Momei, you are highly welcome. Thank you very much. You can do better. You can do better. You can do better.
I'm here to represent my Vice Chancellor, Professor Carol Arize Umobi. She's really very busy because we have council meeting, so she couldn't be here. So she told me to come. And the chairman of the occasion, Professor Steve Farrow, my dean, Ebele Okibo, guest lecturer, TRCN representative here, I welcome you all. Thank you for coming. My students, you are all here. I love you all. I can see your faces smiling. And God will reward you all. So, an address by the Vice Chancellor at Induction University, Professor Carol Chinecherem PhD, at the 12th induction/oath-taking ceremony of the university's Faculty of Education graduates, Tuesday, 28th October 2025, at the University Auditorium. It is a delight to welcome you all to this 12th edition of the induction/oath-taking ceremony of our Faculty of Education graduates. I give a special welcome to today's resource person, the chairman, and our own Professor Farrow, the keynote speaker on the theme, Education for Entrepreneurship and Life Skills, Barrister Chinedu Okaro, founder of Evergreen Group, to the Registrar/Chief Executive of Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, TRCN, Dr. Ronke Shoyombu, whose pleasant duty it is to administer the induction oath. We say no, and we also say a cabo. We congratulate her on her fairly recent appointment as the registrar of TRCN. We felicitate with the University Faculty of Education graduates who today will be admitted into the noble teaching profession. While a date can be put to the emergence of teaching as a profession requiring special training and certification. Not so with teaching as a process, impacting knowledge, skills, and values to others with a view to make them learn. As a process, it can include that teaching is as old as man himself. Informally, in mother-child relations and in socialization from pre-time communities to modern times. The professionalization of teaching started in the 17th century with the establishment of institutions to impart the specialized knowledge and skills to facilitate the teaching learning process. The first of such institutions was John Baptist de la Salle in 1685 in France, and in the United States of America, Columbia University in 1888. Remarkably, in Nigeria, the first teacher training institution, named the Training Institute, was established by the Church Missionary Society in Abeokuta in 1959. Following the expulsion of the missionaries from Abeokuta, it moved to Lagos in 1967 and finally relocated to Oyo in 1876 at St. Andrew's College. From these roots, teaching as a profession has grown all over, needing certification at degree or sub-degree level. Eventually, as aspects of human development impacted positively or negatively, with some being rendered redundant, while new ones emerge, and potentially serious challenges for the physical and psychological well-being of